Okay, hi everybody. For our Capstone project, um, we built a cross-platform mobile application with Expo and React Native and Firebase. And my name is Brandon. My group members are Benny Chen, Richard Maganini, and Kaya Shreve. In terms of development contributions, I handled the general architecture of things, design choices, and just general back-end hookups. Benny worked on a lot of our UI. For example, he did the history screen. Richard worked on the challenges screen, and then Kaya also helped with UI testing, and she also implemented the image upload. But yeah, that's how we divvied up the work, and that's our little intro here. But I just wanted to show off a little bit of our app first. So this is like our Firebase collection. We use this as our backend, and so we used the Firestore, we used the storage for images, and then we use the authentication. And then we have our GitHub right here. And yeah, so we have a lot of our app, and I will be moving on to the design choices explanation by Richard.
We decided to go with React Native, Expo, and Firebase as the main components of our tech stack. There's pros and cons for each of these pieces of tech, which I'll get into in a little bit. But overall, I thought we made some great choices here that were really good for our use case. React Native is it allows you to develop mobile apps in TypeScript and JavaScript cross-platform. So it compiles to native platform code for stronger performance, and you only need to ever write JavaScript. So there's a pretty low barrier to entry for people that want to use React Native, which is awesome. React is a robust and familiar API for UI development. It's the best in my opinion. I like it more than Angular and Flutter, although I haven't used Flutter very much. And so yeah, that's a few of us had used React before, and so that's why we decided to go with React Native for developing a mobile app. React Native is also widely used and maintained by Meta, so there's always going to be a lot of ready-made libraries and support, and you don't really have to worry too much about it getting deprecated. So Expo was a really good choice for us as well. It really made getting the development environment set up very straightforward. Like I said before, no need to mess with Xcode or Android Studio too much on your laptop. Kind of just fire up Expo, and it sets up very similar to just a typical Node web project. Another great thing about Expo is it abstracts out push notifications and other kinds of mobile features that you would need to interact with platform-specific APIs for, and it's also very easy to test on mobile devices using Expo, which is great. Last, Firebase. It's Google's backend as a platform service. It's got several different persistence features rolled into one. There's real-time database, which is great for live chat. And then there's also Firebase Firestore, which is a NoSQL document-based database, which is great for us because we didn't really need to worry about creating a relational database scheme or anything like that. We could just push and pull JSON essentially from the server. And yeah, Firebase is also great because there's built-in authentication, and it's really easy to integrate with Google and other auth providers for a secure login. So yeah, that is our tech stack that we use for this project. Thanks for watching.
So now we'll be looking at what our app looks like, and I'll be walking you through what a new user would do when they're using the app and how to use that. So here's the initial screen. Since we don't have a sign-in already, we'll come down here, pretty user-friendly and self-explanatory. We'll click on Create an Account, and then we will enter our email and password. So for this, we will use a dummy email here. and then click create an account, and that will create our account and open us up to the profile page where we can now edit our profile to make it look how we want. So we're going to go down here and click edit profile, and then we can add our name, username, bio, and our primary fitness goal. So we'll go ahead and fill that in. We'll just do general fitness for this one. And then we're going to go ahead and update profile. And as you can see, those changes are made here. If we ever want to make any additional changes, we'll just do edit profile again, change it, and then update profile. So now we'll go on to our challenges. Here at the bottom, we have a bar with a tab named challenges. We're going to click on that to see them, and we can scroll along here to see the different challenges that are already in the app. And then each challenge has different tags associated with it, one being the difficulty, either easy, medium, or hard. And then each one also has a category of whether you want to do just general fitness, whether it's a cardio challenge or a strength challenge, different things like that. Say I really wanted to do a cardio challenge, I could click that and it'll filter those challenges by which ones are cardio challenges. Additionally, say I only wanted an easy cardio challenge, then I could click easy, and again, that shows only cardio challenges that are an easy difficulty level. So say I want to complete this challenge, I just click on it, and we can see additional details here, including how many participants there are in it, and then we'll just click the green button to join it. And it's simple as that. Now the person is doing this challenge. And then if we also want to talk to people, we can go up here, click the comments button on the top, and you can see there are different people commenting. So we can react to it here, say we love long walks on the beach as well, or we can say loved getting outdoors if we've completed the challenge, and we can post that, and then our comment is visible for everyone to see, and we can also edit it and delete it if we would like. Then to go back to the challenge screen, we just click that back button, and here we are. To undo these tags, if we wanted to see all of them again, you just click the all, and then we can see them all. So if we want to make a new challenge, we can just press this new button on the top right of your screen, and then we'll fill this out with the details that we want to create our challenge. So we can add an image here, and let's do a push-up challenge. There we are. What do we want to name it? We'll do 30,000 push-up challenge. In the description, we'll do 100 push-ups a day for 30 days straight. I would say this is a pretty hard challenge and has to do with strength and resistance compared to the rest of these, so we'll be sure to tag them so people can find it easier. And then we can also add other tags if we want. For example, this one involves push-ups, so we might add a push-up tag. And then we can say, let's start it on the 15th and have it run for a month. So we'll input those dates. And then we'll press create. And now that push-up challenge we can see here. And people can go in and join it. Say we want to join it, and now we're the first participant. You just saw that change from 0 to 1. So now I'll hand it over to Benny to walk you through the experienced user workflow.
I'm going to show the flow for a user that had already created an account prior. So firstly, on the sign-in page, if say the user forgot their password, we provide them an option to enter in the email that they used, and this will send them a link to reset their password. So let's say the user has their username and password ready to go, and they can log in on this page. And that'll take them to their profile page where in this top section it displays their name, the username in the app, the bio that they had created um, when they created their account, and then the primary fitness goal that they chose also when they created their account. If they wanted to edit any of that information, they can hit the edit profile button and they can change any of these fields. And this will show back up updated in their profile page with the changes. In this next section here for active challenges, these are the challenges that the user has joined that are currently ongoing. And we can click into these challenges and we can see information about them as well as comments posted by other users. So the user can react to these comments and they can also post their own comment as well. And that'll show up in the comment section for this particular challenge. Finally, the user can see any challenges that they had completed prior by hitting the View History button. And this will show challenges that the user had completed. So, for example, for this particular user, they completed this yoga challenge about a month ago. Finally, once the user is done looking through what they need for the app, they're able to sign out of their profile. And this takes them back to the login page.
Yeah, so time for a little conclusion, but um, in terms of what the whole group got out of this, I think that everyone is very grateful for the opportunity to have learned how to develop in a collaborative environment. We learned a little bit about agile, product management, um, collaborative development, uh, especially pull requests and code reviews, those types of things. Um, so we took a lot from that, and we learned a lot from that. However, in terms of developing further, I think that we're just going to leave it as is, and maybe showcase the project on our GitHubs. But it doesn't seem like anyone in the group is super interested in pursuing this app further. But again, very grateful for the opportunity. Thank you. Yeah, so time for a little conclusion, but um, in terms of what the whole group got out of this, I think that everyone is very grateful for the opportunity to have learned how to develop in a collaborative environment. We learned a little bit about agile, product management, um, collaborative development, uh, especially pull requests and code reviews, those types of things. Um, so we took a lot from that, and we learned a lot from that. However, in terms of developing further, I think that we're just going to leave it as is, and maybe showcase the project on our GitHubs. But it doesn't seem like anyone in the group is super interested in pursuing this app further. But again, very grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.